this is a group. Not just ordinary blokes trying to do something extraordinary.
Okay, so hellos everyone, AnthWolf here. Just about to begin streaming here on Twitch and beginning a new series of Final Fantasy XIV. Once I remember to mute myself on Twitch and then I don't hear an echo of myself. All these noob little mistakes. Anyhows, as I mentioned, this is going to be Final Fantasy XIV, developed and published by Square Enix. This is a game that I've wanted to do a Let's Play of for a while, and I've had a couple of hiccups about it. The primary one, of course, is that there's a lot of unvoiced dialogue, which I won't be voice acting. You're probably all celebrating that. But I want to go through the storyline and not try to skip it all, which I was prone to doing when I was just playing the game for myself, because I actually want to experience it and take my time. So this is going to be a very long series, and there's a lot of quiet and boring parts. And so if I end up grinding or doing a lot of side missions and not following along the main storyline, I am streaming it so that I can have a bit of interaction with any viewers who wish to drop in and say hello. And if anyone is viewing, I know, no voice acting. But there is a bit of voice acting in the game though, so you'll get that. But no, I'm gonna be hoping, feel free to ask questions. If there's cutscenes and such, I may not respond immediately. If there's something dramatic happening, of course. But yeah, there's gonna be points when it gets very quiet, so I'm welcome to respond to questions and just see how it goes. And also, streaming like this makes me a bit more, it makes me feel a bit more social, because I am socially awkward, I will openly admit to this, so this is me getting out of my shell a little bit more. And this is a good game to do it with, because there's a lot of content here. So anyway, as I say, we're going to start at level 1. What I might end up doing is selling some very crap item on the auction house, the vending boards, and having my main character Fujin here buy it at a ridiculously inflated price, just to throw some gil to my new character so that she can buy whatever they want, rather than starting with a measly amount of gil, which is gaming the system slightly, but it's an MMO, I suppose we can be forgiven. Anyhow, so let's create our new character. We will be loading character appearance. I have a lot of characters I pre-saved. We're going to be playing as a Midlander, a human. Here we are, here's my character. I think I created him almost a year ago now. Ended up creating him to look a bit like Squall Leonhardt, and I may use Squall's cosmetic armor at some point. Maybe. If not, I just like the look anyway. And if it gets boring, if it gets stale after a while, well, we could always change it up as well in the future, because there's ways and means to do that. So yeah, that's what we'll go with. We don't need to play with any of the other customization options. I think that voice is right. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it'll do. Why not? Our protagonist is a man of very few words compared to everyone else in the game, and they will speak a great deal. Okay, we want to say character appearance. I'm not sure if your character's date of birth really matters a great deal. I always choose the 9th of the first astral moon, of course. And we get to choose our patron deity. We have Halone, Menphenia, Phalake, Nemia, Limlaean, Oshon, Bagot, Ralgar, Asia, Nalval, Nofika, and Altic. Now, I think they do have some changes to your stats. They do bolster certain elemental defenses, I think, but they don't have any real major effect on your character, unless you're really trying to metagame. So... Helone, mover of glaciers and goddess of war. Yeah, okay. She is the guardian deity of Ishgard, which we, as a character, know nothing about. But we could say we heard about her in passing, and she sounded interesting. We're not going to be very pious in this Let's Play. And then we get to choose our starting class. Depending on what class we play as at the beginning, it determines our starting city. We have the city of Ul'dah. We have the city of Lominza, bloody hell, find the words. And we have the city of Gridania. Now, in my test stream over the weekend, I was asking the viewers what they may like me to play as, what class they might like to see me play as, and it was really the archetypes, whether or not to play as a tank, as a healer, or maybe as a DPS. And Davo mentioned he would like to see me play as a tank because obviously he hates me, because tanks have probably, I'd guess, the hardest job. The hardest job in dungeons anyway, but I'm so used to playing as a healer, a tank is actually the class I'm most unfamiliar with. So I think we're going to play as a gladiator, which starts us in the city of Ul'dah, which I'm highly familiar with, and we'll probably become a paladin later. And the good thing is, if we feel like changing our mind and becoming a DPS or a healer, a support character later on, we can do that. The job system in this game is very forgiving, and it's why I was kind of loath to start a new character as well, since one character can pretty much be anything they want. But we'll play as a gladiator. Obviously you have the disciplines of magic as well, but we'll play as a disciple of war, and we'll be the gladiator. Hello there, welcome to the stream. Oh, we are going to be selecting Omega as our starting world. It's where my other characters are at the moment. And we get to choose our character's name. We could randomize. We have Jeffrey. We're not going to be called Jeffrey. So just random a few times. Bran Potter. No. Dietrich. You know what? We'll go with what I wanted. Since we're playing someone who very much looks like Squall Leonhardt, and I know the name is available. Nah, that's not right. We'll just call ourselves Leonhardt. I actually used Leon for a long time when I was kind of growing up. When I was young, I kind of looked up and idolized Squall a little. That's probably foolish of me, but I like him as a character. I like Final Fantasy VIII a great deal. Okay, let us begin. Nope, this world is currently full. We have a queue. Should only take us 30 seconds or so. I think I used to play on Shiva, or the world Shiva. But when they introduced the Stormblood expansion, I joined with a Discord, a roleplay Discord, and a lot of people were moving over to Omega, because that and Louis Suar were the two new servers that they were opening up with the Stormblood expansion. Anyhows, cutscene.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Oh, great, an inspection. Yeah, this is totally on the level, isn't it? Be cemented a rescue. Why did you become an adventurer? I was actually just thinking that, Draxon. The cart ride reminds me a lot of Skyrim. Why did we become an adventurer? Why is there no fun answer? To have fun. We'll just stare at him blankly. Is this our first trip to Ul'dah? It's not, but for a character it will be. The ins and outs of your destination. Go on then, tell me all about Ul'dah. Ruled by the Sultana, where the Syndicate holds all the real power.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Ul'dah maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
What are you giving me?
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Yeah, some of that Somis he probably gave me. I'm gonna walk in and get arrested immediately by the other brass blades. Oh, someone immediately wants our attention. Here come the brass blades. He looks far too happy. Wymond. Free of charge advice. Sure. And, is it Wymond? I guess it is. He basically gives us our tutorial here. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Fanaland. Please select a control scheme. Mouse and keyboard, of course. Follow the instructions. We will want to be playing with our heads-up display, our UI here. We probably won't do that just yet, but... Come on. Ooh. NPCs offer quests that can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their heads. Yes, thank you. We'll keep the notifications on. Just feel free to have a browse of them if you so wish. A prompt will appear detailing the objectives and rewards. So we get a little bit of experience, we'll get a little bit of gil, which is the currency in this game, of course. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself within the Adventurers Guild. It's a level 1 quest. Okay, sure. Great. How dangerous is this place if we just walk down a dark alley and we're going to get mugged? Or worse. Great. I don't think becoming an adventurer or becoming part of the Adventurers Guild is going to save us from these dark alleys you're mentioning. What? Oh, quest accepted. Find a duty list to help complete your task. Okay, so we can check our journal, but we also have I think 5 quests can be on our UI here. Here's our journal. Wyman suggests you speak with Quicksand Proprietress Momodi before you begin exploring. Sure, why not? It seems suspiciously empty right now. Later on it will fill up with other players, other adventurers. But we're still in like the tutorial phase. Complete a quest by right-clicking the NPC with the checkmark displayed above his or her head. Sometimes you'll get quests which have like a chain, and you'll have to speak to the person and then find whoever they're going to send you to discover. something to do with my key bindings. I will have a look at it in a moment. I will have to adjust my key bindings. So we have something about the Amalja in a conflict, we have the Gallian Empire, and something that they may be plotting. "5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg." And that's a mention to the original Final Fantasy XIV, I think, a game I never played, but I watched a few videos on YouTube of when the servers finally ended. We'll see a few cutscenes of that event later. No one remembers what happened. Catch you later, Draxian. The adventurers they can't remember, they try not to forget them by calling them the Warriors of Light. Fair enough. Momodi is far too cheerful. He looks just a bit smarmy, doesn't he? Bloody hell. The monocle just does it for me. Indeed, welcome to Ul'dah. Let's see what this place has in store for me. Take a moment to catch your breath, and she'll teach us a little bit more about the city. Sounds good. Now, am I going to turn around and there's going to be a lot of people just suddenly have appeared? Oh, I can't even see. I'll take that experience though. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You've taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Ul'dah. Listen well to the wisdom of Modi Modi, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Ah, thank you very much. No, it's still bloody empty. Fair enough. So, important quests used to tell the story of Eosia and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Fair enough. We'll keep that in mind. So, before we do anything else, forgive me while I adjust a few things. Otherwise, I'm going to be driven to madness. So we definitely want those. Let's see now. We want some adjustment to our HUD here. Let's see. We'll hotbar 8 over here. Let's hide these all out of the way for the moment. Hotbar 7. Yes, we need another 2 hotbars. Let's use 3 and 4. I'm just going to adjust these slightly. So if we do this now, we don't need to do it in the future, which is annoying, but we'll get it out of the way quickly and painlessly. Let's see. Let's hide our menu buttons up here. Hide our inventory up here as well. And our gill, we may as well. No doubt there's time for further adjustment, but that'll do for the moment. We need to activate some of the HUDs. Where do we do this again? Here's an easier way to do this, I know. I think it's in character settings. Yes, this is the one I need. I think. Ah, this is the one I need. Is there anything else we need? We have a progress bar here. Party over here. Alliance 1, Alliance 2. Guess that'll do for now. So we have some basics here I might as well quickly go through, get them out of the way. Obviously our green bar is our health, HP, we have MP for casting magics, and TP, which I think is your technique points, and certain skills have a TP cost. So we only have one skill right now, Fast Blade. It's a weapon skill with a very short range, but if we look, as we level up, we will learn new abilities as a gladiator. And we're going to be learning some traits at level 20, 40, and 60, increasing our vitality even further. So, we have our character sheet here. So we are level 1 gladiator. We have an item set level, or an item level, of 3 right now, made up of the various armor pieces we're wearing. See, it's giving us an idea of our overall stats. As a gladiator, I'm guessing strength and vitality are probably the most important stats for us. And there are a lot of classes we could eventually level up if we so wish. As I say, we are a gladiator. I mean, the level cap right now is level 70. So we also have the gathering and crafting classes, jobs we could actually select as well. We might actually do that in the far, far future. As I used to make a lot of money as a miner and selling the ores on the in-game auction house to other players. Otherwise, you could use the mined ores in, say, blacksmithing or armoring. I think goldsmithing as well, perhaps. Either way, I don't think there's anything else we need to do right now. Let's just move some skills around. In fact, I think I've screwed up slightly. Apologies for this. We're just going to move that slightly. We want another hotbar. I like to have a lot of hotbars available. You may have noticed this. Just for any miscellaneous skills we want to learn. Oh, the one thing I need to do is key bindings. So, hotbar, that's what I need. Hotbar 2. So I don't have to move my hand too much, and it was hotbar 8. How do you do this again? There's some options we can't save. Did I forget to save? I did. God damn it. Apologies for the boring bit. So we'll apply that. So, target main menu we can't get rid of. So we'll just pop that there. Right, that's fine. So what else do we have? System menu. There we are, good. And the last one... Ah, yes, I can switch that one. Good. I'm switching over to the number pad because this then allows me to use the side buttons on my mouse here. Okay. Excellent. So, I'm happy. Wait, what? I thought... I think I screwed up somewhere again. Ah, sorry. Confirm. That's the one I couldn't do. There we go. Hey, it's a struggle. There we are, finally. There's the boring bit out the way. Set up my hot bars as I want them. We have been invited to a free company. We should probably auto-decline those for now. There's probably a way I can do it. Let's have a look. System configuration. Ah, it's not so important. Anyhows, sorry. Let's finally actually continue the game, shall we? Speak to Momodi. The proprietress of the Quicksand wants you to perform 3 tasks to help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Obviously, we'll gain some more experience. We need 200 more to gain our next level. And some more gil. Visit the Aetheryte Plaza. Visit the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Yeah, the sword could just be for show. Looks a little unwieldy. And finally, visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. And that's where the various merchants have mostly set up stall. Fairly straightforward. Before we go, there's more than a few unsavory characters out there. Yeah, we heard about this. Avoid the dark alleys. Oh, and suddenly we're surrounded by people. Huh. That's... I'm gonna guess that you're all bots by the names. I'm not judging, but... interesting. A crescent moon icon will appear to the right of your experience bar when you enter a sanctuary. While in the special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. This bonus will grow even if you are offline. Handy. All experience earned through battle crafting and gathering while under the benefit of rested bonus is increased by 50%. Okay. menu here. So we have our pressing M on your keyboard opens. Oh, pressing M on your keyboard, selecting the mini-map, or selecting the map under travel from the main menu will bring up the area map. So we have our mini-map here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So we need to go attune ourselves to the Aephorite found inside the city, visit the Gladiators Guild, and listen to Caesarauga's explanation on the markets. So the Aephorite is over there. We have the Gladiators Guild in another sector of Ul'dah. And the same with Caesarauga. Okay, no problem. What was it about smiths again? I think they're useful for new players. One of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. Recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. The new adventurer status is applied to all adventurers who have recently begun their adventures, I should say, which I think is the sapling here next to our name. Among Eosia's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the novice network. Okay, fair enough. Well, hopefully we'll encounter a few mentors while we're running around and eventually doing dungeons. So, where should we go first, I wonder? We'll probably go over to the Aephorite, I guess. Ooh. So we have our inventory here. And we have 10 silver chocobo feathers. Can be exchanged at Calamity Salvages for special rewards. And we have our currency menu here, which is just telling us how much gil we have, but later on we will get unique items, like resources we can spend. Okay, so let's just be on our way. There's a few bits of mail I could go pick up, but most of the items are cosmetic in nature, so let's not worry about that right now. So Wymond here wishes to speak to us once again. Speaking of, who else wishes to speak to us? We have Wymond, Tofford and Leather, and Motivational Speaking. These are side quests I think we can pick up. We may as well speak to everyone we can. Wymond would like to know what you think of Ul'dah. Take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's literally about 30 feet away, you lazy bastard. Before we go hand that over then, let's go tune ourselves at the Aephorite here. Yeah, that's a... There's a mentor here by it. No, it's not a mentor, it's a returning player. We might not see mentors until we're actually in dungeons. My bad. They tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of travel to swiftly go from one place to another. Given that there is an aetheryte in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune themselves. Okay, we can now use the return spell. So we can bind ourselves to certain aetherytes, and then it doesn't cost us to return to that particular one. But if we've bound to one aetheryte and we wish to go to another one, it's going to cost us a little bit of gil to do so. It can only be cast once every 15 minutes. Fair enough. Yeah, there is real time, and then there is Eorzea time as well. I think it goes by a bit faster than real time. Right, we can probably watch it happen. Yeah, definitely. Did I bind myself? Let's just double check to make sure that I actually have done that. Set this as our home point. We've already done it. Good. We have a buff here. Experience earned while below level 60 is dramatically increased. Interesting. That's going to be very useful. It kind of then behooves us to not get to level 60 with any character, otherwise this buff will wear off. So if we want to grind the other classes and the gathering classes as well, it's worthwhile not getting to level 60 with any character and keeping the buff. Maybe. Let's hand over this envelope. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item request window will appear. As we saw. Yeah, we will have a few gather quests in our time here. We have a Gelter. Ah yes, motivational speaking. It's a level 1 quest. We will actually gain some fire shards and potions. Gelter does not like the way you are looking at him, but will let it pass if you deliver a message for him. Okay, we'll threaten Didilata. Sure, why not? I don't think we have many scruples. We have Jajakuta here, who also has a quest for us. Tougher than leather. A level 3 quest. Sure, why not? The merchant is visibly perturbed and in need of some assistance. We get to choose between 2 different types of footwear, and we'll get some Alagan tin pieces. Or Alagan tin pieces. Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You'll find these creatures roaming central Fanalan. Okay, fair enough. So we need to go kill some shrews. Very basic quests here. So I'll use our sprint. You can use sprint in dungeons, but I think it drains all of your TP while there. Something to bear in mind. So we need to threaten this individual. Hey, level 2. So we've learned Fight or Flight. Gives us a buff which increases physical damage dealt by 25% for 25 seconds. Handy. And in threatening this individual, he's actually giving us a new quest. Didilata needs help to repay a long overdue debt. And we get to choose some more potions or ethers. You're selling your mom's wedding ring. Show it to Mamane over the ossuary and you'll get your coin. So these quests are kind of just showing us around. You'll find these Aethernet shards in some of the major cities. You can interact with them and then travel to other shards in the city as well, for no gil at all. Yeah, quick travel throughout the city can be achieved. So at the moment we can only go to this one, outside of the Thaumaturge's Guild and the Aetherite Plaza where we attuned ourselves. But we'll find more of these shards. So if we want to be a Thaumaturge, or if we started as a Thaumaturge, we would have to come here. One look at this extravagant ring would make anyone question Didilata's mother's taste in finery. And the item is fake. Wonderful. Since we're not really going to be using MP as a gladiator, I think we'll just take the potions to restore some more health if and when we need it. And while we're here, Erasmus of the Thaumaturge's Guild is preoccupied with his studies, but his brow is furrowed in a way that cries out for help. We get to choose an eye patch, a hat, and some Allegan bronze pieces, which is basically vendor trash for so much gil, and of course the experience, which is always handy. Five bottles of marmot blood. Hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Fanaland by way of the Gate of the Sultana. And they can be feisty when threatened. Ooh, hello. Hihito has had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape. Unholy matrimony, oh dear. Try to motivate your husband. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance. We're gonna have words with you shortly. Aha! This is Hihito's husband. You found the world's worst husband. That is if you believe that hobby I have for a wife. Now we're doing him a favor. So on occasion we will be given key items that can be used on targets by first right-clicking on the target, then right-clicking on the appropriate icon. Okay, so he's asked us for a favor. We need to post a few of those flyers. We can do that. We do need to adjust our HUD again, sorry about this. There you are. It's a bit better. Wow. There's a... Oh, I was going to say, there's a lot of quests here, but there isn't. This is where we should be planting those flyers. One down, two to go. What's this other key item I have? Oh yes, the letter of introduction we have to give to Cesaroga. So we can pop our head into the Gladiators Guild here. And... aha! Vulcan. Even more potions. I will take them. And there's quite a few quests here in the Gladiators Guild. In fact, we do need to speak to Lulu Su here as part of our main quest line. See what else we can do. Vulcan of the Gladiators Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. We can choose between one set of gloves, and we can get some more elegant bronze pieces. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc in the outskirts of town. Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers. Okay. And they are also in Western Fanalan. Okay, cool. Let's speak to Zazariku first. He needs an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild. You're the next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum? Okay. The Garnet Gladiator. So I said you didn't even mention that you were going to reward us. Thankfully the pop-up told me you would. And since we're here anyway... Welcome to the Gladiators Guild. Are you new to the thrills of mortal combat? You must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous of training. Okay. Would we like to become a gladiator? Lulusu wishes to affirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend? Or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Wow. Okay. Yes, we'll join the Gladiators Guild, of course. We must present ourselves the first sword Melia, seek her out and obtain her approval. Oh, she happens to be over here. The Guildmaster. Have you the strength to live by the sword? Slay 3 marmots, hornets, and shrews and return here. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Okay, well, we need to kill shrews and marmots anyway, so it all works out. I don't really want to speak to Genevieve, but we will do for the sake of getting the quest out of our mini-map. Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Uh-huh. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the guild, which you caused her to drop on the ground. This is what we call a bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, take your bloody gill. I might as well throw it into the blood sands, let it go fight for it. I don't know how much gil we gathered, but she's going to give us 102 gil just for picking it up, so I guess that's a win? I still don't like you. So yeah, we gained a bonus of like a positive 100%, so we gained 200% experience there. Thanks to, I think, the road to 60. I think we're gaining double experience. So while we're here, we have the Goldsmith's Guild for that circulet. We have a mission here. We have 2 quests over at the Weaver's Guild, and Ciceroga is over here at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Sergeant Bilko. Awesome name. Okay, so let's just do these in order, I suppose. Actually, there's Aetheryte we need to remember to bloody attune ourselves to. There we are. Pass over the order slip there. Detailing an order for a gaudy circulet. We ran out of garnets halfway through the work. Oh great, we need to go over to the Miners Guild. As I say, this is mostly just introducing us to Ul'dah. We'll speak to a bit of Snow later. So we can't join the Miners Guild just yet. You see, some of these quests are behind kind of some form of lock, but we'll get an option to choose them later. If he dies in his first fight, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. This is very true. There we are. So do we need to go back? We don't. Okay. We just needed to speak to Crooked Half there. Okay. Decisions, decisions. Bittersnow's eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone who is yet to arrive. And we'll gain some lavender, which is a reagent. So we need to locate Yellow Moon at the Weaver's Guild. Well, we need to go that way anyway. We have a few quests we can pick up. Sure, why not? Oh, and there she is, appropriately named. Hey, level 3. Happy days. So, there's a couple of people here we can speak to. Vox Populi. Athelwine appears vexed by his work at the Weaver's Guild and is in need of a helping hand. So we need to speak to people at the hustling strip and find out the most popular available colour. With open arms. Juliana of the Weaver's Guild finds herself at a troubling loss for manpower. It's teaching us how to use certain emotes. Okay, where is the emotes option? There it is. We will need that in the future. So we'll just pop that there for now. We will need the signs. Is there anything else we want to keep a hold of? So we need to show Juliana here our best welcome. You can actually type it, or you can actually initiate the emotes from the selection screen here. And you can display them in the chat log, or you can deselect this, of course. Okay, we need to find would-be weavers and give them a warm welcome. Now, let's just see what we have here. We need... Let's just have a quick look at these emotes. There's a few that we're going to want in the future. A beacon is one. And there's another one like soothing. There you go, soothing. We're going to want those too. And in signs, we're going to be wanting this one. Okay. For the future. For the future. So, aha. Now, are these would-be weavers? Potentially, yes. And how about yourself? How about you, lurking leech? Would you like to be a weaver? Sadly not. No, he doesn't seem interested. How about the two Lalafell here? And how about yourself? We had a couple of people who were interested. Julia might be in luck. Or Juliana, I should say. Two potentials. Okay, so we need to go upstairs, I think, and see if people will tell us popular colours. Did I bind myself here? Yes, I had. If you were pressed, you'd have to say red. Okay. Any colour is perfectly fine, as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. I could take that a couple of ways. I'm sure you meant it innocently. I'm sure. Green? Okay. Always been a fan of silvery blue myself. Once you go black, you never go back. I have heard that saying before. Wait, what? Did I just... No, I was speaking to someone else before who also liked Yellow Moon. Huh. She's, popular. We have white, of course. See, that's a practical answer. Aha. Ooh, actually. While we're here, do a bit more binding. For a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. Huh, that's a very interesting selection. No one seems to be having a good consensus right now. the Alchemist Guild. Red ever and always. Okay, so there's two people who have said red. So now we need to pop over to the Alchemist Guild and ask them to make us some red dyes, I believe. Hey, we gained an achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures. Fair enough. And while we're here, a luxury long lost. Aelwyn has need of an adventurer to help him test a revolutionary new medicine. Sounds concerning, but okay. I'll bite. So he wants us to drug some refugees. I see. It sounds like it could go horribly wrong, but sure, I'm down for it. Ouch. I don't think you can ever kill yourself through falling damage. I think even if you fall a huge distance, you'll end up on 1 health. So unless you're suffering from like a poison or a bleed attack, or an enemy manages to land a hit on you, you should be fine. I think, if I remember correctly. An earthy-smelling medicine created by budding alchemist Aelwyn Ada. That's a rather defeatist attitude. But I suppose if you're down on your luck, you have to kind of accept that he'd be a bit pessimistic about the whole situation. Landabert wishes to offer you a small token of his gratitude. Huh, okay. We can find someone to appraise this vase, and maybe it'll be worth something. Oh, the markets are busy this evening. You, sir, are you an appraiser of goods? The crack was there before you found it. Honest. But he still paid us a little bit of gil. That's an interesting headpiece you're wearing there. Okay, there's nothing else we really need to do here but to speak to Cesaroga. And then we need to step out of Ul'dah and have a bit of fun. at long last. Let's see, there's a lot of crafters around us, plying their trade. So Ul'dah does well for itself then, and its positioning in the world. Okay, so we can go back to Momori now at the Quicksand, the Adventurers Guild. Is there anything worth purchasing? Probably not. We don't really have a great deal of guild either, but... weapons, is there better swords right now? No, the next better weapon is at level 5 and it increases our physical damage by a whole 1. But it also boosts our strength by 1 as well. What about armor? Do you sell armor? You do not. You repair weapons, I see. I think armor's on the other side, isn't it? What are we wearing? We don't have a hat. And the next... oh, the leather eye patch we'll actually get from a quest at level 5. That's the thing, we'll probably be actually getting a lot of these items through quests as we go through the storyline and do the side missions, especially if we do the side missions. You can gear yourself rather well just by keeping your options open. Was there an Aetherite shard at the Sapphire Avenue there? 2 seconds. I just need to go double check that. There's bound to be one I missed somewhere. I'm not the most observant of people. Yeah, of course there was. My bad. Just in case we ever need to come back here. You have attuned yourself to all the Aetherite shards in Ul'dah. Ah, and now we can access the gates that will lead you out into Fanalan. Handy. Okay, so Momodi does have a quest for us. But we need to be level 4 to gain it, which isn't very far away. Especially with the road to 60 buff we have on ourselves. Well, let's pop our head outside and go deal with some of the local wildlife. We're going to be doing it in night, but you know, that's fine. Hey, there you go, we're level 4 now. We gained exploration experience points. Right click on a target to switch to active mode and ready auto attack. Approach and face the target to start a battle. 2 rotating arrows will appear over the target that you are currently attacking. We can use various actions. Most actions require magic or technical points. Fair enough. Melee-oriented classes such as the Gladiator and Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. This is known as a combo. Weapon skills can be chained with another. This will be indicated in the weapon skills text under the combo action. Some weapon skills must be delivered from a specified direction to maximize their damage. When a weapon skill can be chained into a combo, its hotbar icon will be outlined with a flashing yellow border. So, why are we getting that? Probably because, yes, we can use Savage Blade after we've used Fast Blade. If we do, it actually increases the threat we generate against that particular enemy. Okay, so we have the map here. We're out in central Fanalan, and it's kind of telling us whereabouts we can actually do a few of our quests. So the way the Gladiator is to kill Star Marmots, Huge Hornets, and Snapping Shrews. Tougher Than Leather is to kill some more shrews as well. And I guess there's some other creatures over here. I'm not sure if there's any ladybirds around here. I think they are over in Western Fanalan instead, which is a different region. We're in Central Fanalan here, but we could go from Western Fanalan if we exited another gate in Ul'dah. Or there is a path here in Central Fanalan, which is going to get very awkward to keep saying. Either way, obviously on our mini-map, it's kind of telling us where the nearest target for our quests is. Like these huge hornets, for instance. So, let's begin. Might as well buff ourselves. Hey! In the event of multiple solo players attacking the same target, the player who attacks first will always receive 100% of the experience points and items dropped. The players who follow will be rewarded based on their contribution. So unless you're in a party with someone, it's always worth to be the initiator. It's got a 1 minute cooldown. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we need one more hornet. Okay, we actually are gaining some items here, like honey, some marmot meat. We do have the marmot blood, but it's a quest item. And over here are the level 3 snapping shrews. Isn't there a way we can... Wait a minute. Log. I need to find the one... Oh, we don't want the profanity filter on. Turn that off immediately. Display names for enemies? I want to display the enemy's health in percentage. There you go. It may not seem important right now, but later on some of the enemies have, how to put this, like triggers at certain points of health, especially like bosses and dungeons. There we are. So we need some more shrew pelts. 2 more. Okay, we just need to deal with some ladybugs, and that'll be all 4 quests complete. Let's have a look here. Sometimes you'll see on the map, like, signs here. These are... I forgot their official name, but there are events that happen randomly on the map. And they'll give you a level, a recommended level you should be doing this quest or this event. And you and other players can participate. And they have a certain progress bar you need to fill up. They normally have typically 15 minutes, I think, to complete the event. But some of them are different. Some of them are even chain events. And some of them are killing certain enemies, defending certain places, gathering so many items, but your contribution will earn you rewards and bonus experience as well. So it's worth looking into. We'll probably be doing quite a few of them as we're exploring. It's a good way to grind rather than just doing the side missions. Ooh, we have some more missions available actually in the quicksand. We'll turn all these in first. But as I say, it's probably worthwhile picking up what quests we can. Do we want to go get the ladybirds as well? We could do. Go, we'll pass these pelts over. And now we can choose some krakows, which are a level 5 pair of footwear, which boost our strength and dexterity. Or some leather sandals, which are for all classes, but they boost intelligence and mind. But we'll also gain 3 elegant tin pieces. Right, how do we gain access to our armory chest again? Control I. Okay. So we can't use the leather krakows just yet. We're relatively close. Did you want the... Yeah, you might have wanted the blood. Let's go hand that over then. The blood! Have you brought it? I have indeed. And we can get to choose an eye patch or a hempen hat. We'll always want to take like the discipline of war items at this point because we are a gladiator. And the discipline of war items boost your physical stats, which is kind of what we need. But later on there are breakdowns between the classes as well. So like a pugilist is a discipline or disciple of war, but their bonus stats, the bonuses that they would receive, are different than say what a paladin or a marauder would require. Hey! We are now level 5. You can now accept the next class or job quest. These quests offer opportunities to not only earn guild items and gear, but also new class job-specific actions. In addition, we can actually put on our eye patch. If we want to look like a pirate, of course. And we'll put on the krakows as well. Well, that's a sight. Well, I don't think Leon would have an eye patch. Not yet, anyway. If we wanted to have an eye patch, we'd want to go full pirate, of course. Let's see if Amelia's impressed with our physical prowess in slaying all those beasts. The next Gladiator quest will be available upon reaching level 5, which we have. And we've also gained some Marmot Steak. This has different effects. They last for half an hour, boosting our skill speed by a maximum of 2, increases our vitality by 1, our direct hit rate by 1, and it actually boosts our experience by 3%. She also gave us the hunting log. The hunting log is a record of your completion of tasks involving the slaying of certain creatures. By completing these tasks, you will earn rewards and unlock new challenges. Okay. So here's our hunting log. There are different ranks, so we're rank 1 right now. And as a gladiator, because you can... As you unlock the other classes or play as another class, you can unlock ranks for those as well. In rank 1, if we complete all 10 of the targets, we'll earn 2500 experience. But if we kill 3 ladybugs, we'll earn 75. 3 marmots, cactars, snapping shrews, and they kind of tell you whereabouts they may be. But sometimes you do need to refer to a guide. But we know where the shrews are, the marmots. Some of them we would have to go hunt. But we need to go play with ladybugs anyway. Anyhow, so we are level 5. Kicking the Hornet's Nest. First Sword Melia wishes to teach you the fundamentals of the gladiatorial arts. Commanding an opponent's attention. A gang of Lominson marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people. Seek out the Lominsons and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" In this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. So is there a me emote? There's bound to be one somewhere. There you go. So we need to go deal with these marauders. And we need to go back to the quicksand anyway to speak to Momodi. Do we want to go deal with the ladybugs? We may as well. We can repair some of our gear just in case. And we've mapped out Western Fanalan. See, there's other events here. This one's actually in progress. Someone's over there doing whatever the event wishes them to do. We have another Aephorite that we can attune to over in this small little village of Horizon. So let's go slay 4 ladybugs. Oh, the little symbol here indicates that they are part of our hunting log. Now, some of these enemies are connected. Sometimes you'll see like little glowing lines between them, saying if you attack one, you'll get the attention of the rest. So I'll work on the hunting log while we're here. Let's go back to Vulcan at the Gladiators Guild. And then we'll head over to the quicksand. Again, we have some fingerless leather gloves on the leather light mitts. Okay, so where are these marauders? Aha. The mocking marauder. We have the ill-mannered marauder here. And the menacing marauder. Look at the size difference. A lot of these marauders are Rogadan, one of the other races available in this game, but a Rogadan threatening a Lalafell, really? He shat his own pants. Okay, there's one more somewhere. Are they inside a quicksand? Let's go have a look. Can't see them. Aha, there you are. The keen-eyed marauder. And now there is one inside the quicksand. Okay. I do believe he's threatening us. The Sword of Nald. He seems to have a reputation. Aldous. This wonderful desert duel of debauchery and sin. Everyone thought he died years ago. Oh, don't tell Milia about meeting Ul'dah. I see. Well, we will speak to Momodi later. 2 level 4 quests available. Tell you what, we'll go back and speak to Milia. And then we may call an end to this stream. I've been streaming for over a couple of hours now. I don't feel like we've got very far, but as I said, there's a lot of dialogue in this game. But we got through the basics, and between videos I will adjust the HUD slightly. Or between streams as well, I should say. And the pace will slowly pick up as we get further into the game. Head over to Western Fanalan and see that Famal, the Driven, and all those who shared in his crimes never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Oh. Oh, okay. It's not so straightforward. Okay, sure, we'll head over that way then. There are quests over at the Scorpion Crossing, but we won't pick them up just yet. There'll be other reasons for us to be going in that direction. May as well keep our eye out for any more potential targets in our hunting log as well. We have a level 12 giant tortoise, which we're not going to handle right now. Hello, cactos! Level 6. We gain a new skill, Flash. Increases the threat, I should say, of all nearby enemies. This does cost mana. Okay. Well, it's kind of important for us to cast, so we'll keep a hold of it. And we need to search for witnesses here. Like this nervous-looking merchant. Oh. Well, this looks like an obvious trap. And a chocobo just happens to be waiting there. Well, there's an Earth Sprite. And the Hammerbeaks. Hello, Marauder! Oh, Christ. He's buffed up his physical attack damage. Oh well, and since we're here... I mean, these are the toughest enemies we've encountered so far, but might as well work on the hunting log a little. Now, these hammer beaks, sometimes it's like a symbol next to their name. If it's red, it means they're aggressive if they actually catch sight of you. Whereas these are rather passive, even if you're killing their pack next to them. Okay, we need... so they're hostile if they saw us and we were close enough. The Yarzon feeders. Hey, level 7. Doing rather well with our hunting log. We needed to go deal with these snapping shrews. And antling workers, brigands. Okay, happy days. Let's say there's a few quests here, but we'll look into doing them later. So yeah, flash is going to be very useful to hold enemies' attention when we're finally doing a few dungeons later, as well as the combination of Fast Blade going into Savage Blade. So I haven't really played as a tank. I understand the principles, and I have played as a tank in other games like Star Wars The Old Republic, but tanking here will be a new experience. But if I do horribly, I know I could obviously switch jobs as well, which is nice. We can obviously switch our class. Try out something else. Return to your training. We shall speak again. Okay, so we have the eye patch, the leather gloves, and the Krakau's. We might as well take the custom-made cuirass. And we also get a bronze bastard sword. You have obtained an untradeable item. This item is yours and yours alone. It cannot be sold or traded. You've also gained a unique item. As this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time. So we might as well switch out our blade. And we're actually now a bit better armoured. So it looks a bit ill-matching, shall we say, but is there any better gear? Ooh, we have another ring. It makes us more determined. Okay, this is how you could find your ideal equipment. It doesn't always work out ideally, but okay. So we are in a sanctuary right now. Let's go park ourselves over at the Quicksand. There are 3 quests, 2 side missions and a main scenario quest we can follow. But as I say, we'll park ourselves at the Quicksand and then we'll call an end to the first stream of Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, so this has been AnthWolf, as I say, just streaming here on Twitch with Final Fantasy XIV. As I say, I will be exporting these to YouTube as well. The only thing I'll mention, well, I'm sure it's not the only thing I'll mention, but it's the first thing that comes to mind, is because this is an MMO, similar to Star Wars The Old Republic, there are times when my net connection may fail, and therefore I can't like reload saves. I can't go back to a previous state and I may lose some footage. And I hope that never happens, but if we have technical issues or difficulties, we'll just have to try and overcome them. But so some streams might be as long as this one, but if we have technical difficulties then some videos might be shorter depending on how long the runtime was of that particular stream. But yeah, feel free to comment, any viewers on YouTube, and anyone who's stuck around on the stream, thank you for obviously sticking around, and hopefully I'll see you again, either on Twitch or on YouTube. But I'll end this here, thank you very much, and I'll see you all for even more next time. Until then, no, bye bye now.